Hi, guys. Good evening, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host, Eddie, and in tonight's video, I will be discussing what I thought of the latest film from DC, not from the DC cinematic universe. When I say DC, I mean it's a DC character, but a separate standalone story. I think you know what this is for. This is my super spoiler filled film review for Joker. I just got done watching it a short while ago from one of my local theaters. It's still fresh in my mind. Yikes, there is a lot to discuss, a lot to talk about. And before I begin, of course, please be warned. If you have not seen this movie yet and you want to, do not keep watching or listening to this particular review because this is a spoiler-filled review. I will be going into key scenes, character details, shocking moments, and you don't want to hear any of this if you haven't seen the movie yet. Again, if you plan on watching Joker this weekend and you haven't seen it, do not keep watching or listening to this particular video because I will be discussing a lot of big spoilers. Okay, you have been given your fair warning. That being said, let's jump right into it. First off, solid film. Awesome performance by Joaquin Phoenix and Robert De Niro and Zazie Beetz and Brian Tyree Henry. I mean, everybody did a great job in this movie. Not just Joaquin, but, everybody did a great job in this movie. So well done. Hats off to the cast. Excellent job to director Todd Phillips for, really capturing the essence of this character, his total lack of empathy, his complete lack of feeling of right or wrong, thinking that violence and murder and mayhem is funny, it's humorous, it's something to be celebrated. I mean, this movie just captured the essence of what makes the Joker such a great villain. They just tapped into all of the things that make him such a great villain, and they just encapsulated it. I'm not sure if that's the right term or not, but they just put all of it into this one film, and it was pretty damn awesome. I was surprised with how much I liked it. I wasn't exactly, super excited for it, but I wasn't going to condemn it either. I was definitely going to watch it, and I'm glad I did because it turned out very, very well. Although I was a little bummed that I had accidentally predicted something in from the last trailer that they showed back about a few months ago. I think it was at the end of August. They dropped the second and final trailer for this movie where it showed him watching Robert De Niro's character, the late night show host on TV, mocking his stand-up routine and just how much it was setting him off, just pissing him off. That was going to be an emotional trigger. And I didn't discuss this in my trailer reaction video because I thought in case I guessed it correctly, I didn't want to accidentally spoil it for anybody. And so I kept this theory to myself. And now that I've seen the film and I'm sharing it with you guys, I had predicted he was going to end up killing Robert De Niro once he made his way onto that show. What better way to immortalize yourself as a crazy murderer than killing a TV show host live on national television for the most part? I mean, what better way to just completely make yourself beyond just beyond infamy, and beyond fame. Just what better way to show the world what a cold-blooded killer you are than by murdering someone live on TV. And I said and I predicted that's exactly what he's going to do. When he gets onto Robert De Niro's show, he is going to kill him because he was pissed off and triggered that this guy was making fun of him for something that was a dream or a goal of his, and he was completely just teasing and mocking him for it. And so when he got a chance to be on the show, I was he's going to kill him. That's how he's going to make his mark in the world. That's how the world will come to learn to know who he is as the Joker. No more Arthur Fleck. That will be the moment when he becomes the Joker. And I liked how in his first set of murders, how it showed how calm and serene he felt after killing those assholes in the subway. And it's just okay, well, obviously he's not bothered with killing, and the body count certainly didn't stop after that. And it was, again, just showing a further descent into darkness. And what I also liked about this movie is like, unlike other films where it shows like a character's story or transformation from like a good or neutral person into someone completely warped and evil or maybe just conflicted, there's usually at least one character who's there as a moral compass. And I thought that's what Zazie Beetz was going to be, but it turns out he was fantasizing this relationship he had with her from beginning to end. And I loved that they included that quick little sequence where it showed him at all those instances in his life where he thought he was hanging out with her, like even when his mom was in the hospital and she was never there. She was just some friendly neighbor, and he become fixated on her because he was obviously attracted to her, and he was just so badly seeking human connection. I will agree with one review I heard from this movie is that Joaquin Phoenix does something that I don't think anybody else has really done to the role of the Joker before. He brings humanity to it. And if you see this movie and his performance, you could see that sentiment is well earned. And I think that's what's going to make this such a memorable role from him, and just a memorable version of the Joker character for years to come, is because he starts out as this broken, sad man with so many problems, and it's just like you feel so incredibly bad for him. Really, if you think about it, it's a very, very sad movie. Up until like the body count starts to rise, it's a very sad movie about a man just struggling to get by and just struggling with so many different elements of his life. You know, in that sense, it can be quite relatable because a lot of people suffer from mental health problems and like clinical depression, which he clearly did. And obviously, he suffered from a lot of other shit too. But, you know, up until he starts really becoming nasty and really becoming the Joker, you feel incredibly sorry for him. Like, you know, this is just a broken down man who just wants a friend, or who just wants human connection, or just wants to be happy. And it's like he can't or he won't be. I mean, solid film. Really enjoyed it. I kind of hate that I accurately predicted what was going to happen when he went on Robert De Niro's show, but it didn't stop it from being that much shocking. Even though I knew it was coming, the shock and oh my god factor was still there. And, you know, it just made, still, it was an entertaining sequence. And I also loved how, much like in Tim Burton's 1989 film Batman, how the fates of both Joker and Batman in that film were kind of intertwined and set them up for a collision course. This film kind of did that too, showing that the Wayne parents were murdered during the night when everybody was going ballistic after he killed Robert De Niro on TV. That's when his parents were murdered. And of course, he had already had that encounter with him at Wayne Manor when he showed up. And that also made sense that his mother was a delusional, crazy person who, you know, thought she was in this relationship with Thomas Wayne. I also thought it could have been a really cool plot twist in a weird way to connect Joker to Batman, but it obviously made a lot more sense for the sake of the story to just have her be as nutty as he was. So overall, solid film. Really enjoyed it. It was pretty heavy and chilling and dark. I don't know if I would watch it again. I might after it's been out for a while, or I might watch it when it gets to Blu-ray or DVD, but I think you'll like it. If you like the character, or if you like Batman lore, you'll enjoy this film. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this film review. I hope you enjoyed Joker as much as I did. What did you think of the movie? I want to hear your thoughts and your opinions down below in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching. Joker is now playing in theaters. It opened earlier tonight and will be playing probably for the next month or two. Have a wonderful rest of your night if I don't see you. And of course, until next time, may the force be with you.